What's going on? A deafening noise and a violent seismic tremor have hit the island of Elba, and the explanations for it are spectacular. We'll take a closer look, so welcome friends. I wanted to have a really relaxed Sunday today, but no such luck. I woke up and saw the news from Elba and went straight to the studio to produce this video for you before my first coffee. If you want to show your appreciation for this effort, please leave a subscription. You will never miss a video again and you will be helping me immensely. Thanks guys! On June 20th, a deafening bang shook the calm of the Italian Mediterranean coast. The epicenter was south of the island of Elba, but the sound could be heard as far away as Corsica and the Tuscan mainland. Here you can see the recorded signal. The municipality of Di Campo nell'Elba wrote on Facebook, "Our seismic and acoustic detection station in Seicento has detected an acoustic earthquake that was felt by the entire population. From the initial data, we also have the hypothesis of a meteorite that came into contact with the Earth's atmosphere south of Monte Cristo." The island of Monte Cristo is located south of Elba, but the sound was still audible dozens of kilometers around this impact point. Now the big question is, what was it? And there are several theories, all of which have something to them. First of all, many of you have written to me asking whether it could be related to the Campi Flegrei, but that can be ruled out. They are much further south, and although the Phlegreian fields are currently very active and Naples and the surrounding area are regularly plagued by swarm earthquakes, it is impossible for them to cause seismic movements so far away. But earthquakes do occasionally occur in Tuscany, and the regional president, Eugenio Gianni, initially also spoke of an earthquake but then backtracked because the Italian Earthquake Monitoring Center had not registered any tremors, i.e. no seismic waves had been detected in the ground. So we can rule out an earthquake as the cause. What then? The Geophysical Institute of Tuscany and the University of Florence have stated that measurements indicate that the trigger of this tremor moved at a speed of more than 600 kilometers per second. So either this is the attack of the aliens or Speedy Gonzales has crashed into the Mediterranean. But joking aside, of course we don't need aliens for a cosmic explanation. A meteorite impact seems much more likely and is consistent with the recorded data, according to the Geophysical Institute of Tuscany. And why not? Just last month we had a spectacular meteorite that entered the atmosphere over Spain and Portugal. Here you can see the incredible video of a young woman from Portugal who happened to have her cell phone camera running and filmed the heavenly visitor. Really absolutely incredible. So it is possible that an asteroid fragment entered the atmosphere and then fell as a meteorite. Despite the apparent plausibility of this theory, there are also skeptics. An unnamed employee of the Italian Disaster Control Authority, quoted by the daily newspaper Corriere della Sera, expressed doubts. He argues that such an impact would have been registered by seismographs and that there were no reports of a visible fireball. Furthermore, the Port Authority of Livorno received no report of a meteorite, which makes sense when you think about it because the meteor in Portugal was clearly visible, and here, despite this loud bang, nothing was to be seen. It seems curious, especially because of the following fact: a similar bang was heard on Elba in 2012, 2016, and 2023, so it seems to be a recurring phenomenon, which would rule out the meteor hypothesis. After all, it's impossible for meteors to enter the atmosphere at the same place 4 times. According to the Tuscan Geophysical Institute, however, the bang was 10 times louder this time than on the previous occasion. So everything is super mysterious. What other explanations are there? It could also have been the eruption of an underwater volcano. Such an eruption could be caused by a sudden drop in pressure and the release of gas from the seabed, which could then lead to a loud noise. There is no conclusive evidence for this either, but it would at least explain why the sound can be heard every year. If there is a place on the ocean floor off the coast of Elba where volcanic gases escape, then such eruptions could occur again and again, and they might be audible. Another explanation is the possibility of an aircraft breaking the sound barrier and thus causing a supersonic boom. However, this theory was ruled out by the regional president, Gianni, who explained that the Air Force had assured him that no aircraft in the region had caused a sonic boom. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because if it was a secret military exercise, then of course they wouldn't let the public know about it, so nobody really knows. But my guess is that it wasn't a meteor, but an underwater eruption. A meteor that causes such a bang would probably have been seen by someone. In the age of smartphones, Twitter would already be full of recordings, as was the case in Spain last month. Due to the non-visibility and the regularity, I assume that it was an underwater eruption, which fits the picture best. There is the extinct Capraia volcano in the corner, which created the island of Capraia. Other large volcanoes are not known to exist there, but smaller eruptions on the seabed, perhaps from accumulations of volcanic gases under the seabed, are certainly conceivable. But please feel free to send me your thoughts. What caused the bang? Meteor, underwater eruption, military aircraft, or something completely different? I'm very curious to hear your explanations. Maybe we can solve the mystery together. If there is any new information, I will let you know immediately, so don't forget to press the subscribe button and activate the bell. There are also major earthquakes in other parts of the world. Scientists are concerned about so-called mega quakes. In Germany, the Upper Rhine Graben is a seismically very active region. I'd already published another video about this, but the YouTube algorithm didn't like it very much. That's why you can really help me a lot by clicking on the video above on the right and watching it. Let's kick the algorithm's ass together, especially since there's a soccer game on right now, but together we can defeat the algorithm. Otherwise, I'd say see you in the next video. Take care, friends.